To open the wall library, right-click in 2D or 3D, insert wall. The wall library allows us to select from different wall types, exterior and interior framing, as well as some non-framing architectural wall types. Preset and custom added wall types can also be added. For the purposes of this tutorial, we will choose an exterior framing wall. In the Layers column, we can see the various materials and the respective thicknesses used within the structure of the wall, as well as the default heights per layer as defined by the Z levels. Each layer has different options depending on the layer type selected and alters the variables accordingly. To access the parameters for the actual structure of the wall, click on the frame layer within the material field, right-click and Framing Tools. Default values will automatically be added from the wall type and the wall frame parameters. However, all can be overwritten to what the user requires in that particular wall. Framing details determine if the wall is load-bearing or not and adjust the joints as per the system parameters. Panel label is the prefix used when the user generates the panel breaks. This will automatically pick up the level the user is adding the wall into. End panel tolerance enables the user to shorten panels to create a gap at panel breaks. Insulation can be added within the frame using the checkbox. Moving on to the Frame, Tracks and Studs tab, here the user can define the profiles used in various parts of the frame. Single or double top tracks and their respective profiles can be defined here. For the blockings, there are a combination of options. Flat horizontal bracing that runs on the outside of the panel can be toggled on or off. With the face, this is added to determined by the type field. The integral lateral bracing has three main options: a continuous brace along the panel, staggered blockings in each bay, or no blocks at all. For each type, the user can define the height from the drop-down box, or just simply type in the height or heights of the bracing required. Moving on to the Frame Openings tab, here the user can set up rules for the opening types and the side stub profiles with the quantities that are used. One of three definable header types will be used dependent on the opening's width in relation to these two definable values. The type of header style can be defined by clicking the select button, and much like corner types are selected using diamonds. Finally, the Frame Service Hole tab. Here the user can override the settings for the service holes. For height, default takes the values previously defined in the system parameters. The user can then override this by typing in the required heights. The user can also determine hole type used from the drop-down menu. However, this will depend on the tools available on the roll former itself. After clicking OK, we are now ready to add the wall into our project. Please see the next tutorial on adding walls.